Examples of the e-commerce platform, we have the Amazon, we have the Jumia, we have the eBay. All of these are examples of the e-commerce platform where you can buy and sell. And in this same platform, we have another service that is going to convey those things bought to where you want them to be without you being there to maybe direct them, to maybe tell them, okay, this is what you will do. This is amazing. Just like I said that at a place that you are, you can control things happening. In one place, you've already weighed goods to different parts of the world, to different states. And when we say that we will perform so number of trips, some persons will say it's not possible, forgetting that the goods, products move faster than human. Just like I illustrated here. I can sit here and weigh something from here to Lagos, from Lagos to Abuja, from Abuja to Edo State, different part. Have I moved? No, but I have products that have moved to 5 different states, to more than 5 different states at a time. That is the power of what we are building. A system. I repeat, a system. Let us look at the next slide. Hospitality. This is hotel business we are coming to build. When we're talking about hospitality, it's not hospital. Please. It's what? A hotel where people can relax. A place of relaxation. A home. Accommodation. Is this hotel business a new business? Is it something we don't know of? No. SWIFTtrip is that business that will elevate you. SWIFTtrip is that business that by the time you sit and look at yourself, you'll be proud that you took this decision. You will be proud that even when others are doubting it, you refuse to doubt. And you will be also proud that your faith paid off. That is why we keep saying that give us the benefit of doubt. Then we will prove that doubt wrong. Don't trust us. Give us the benefit of doubt. You can only trust someone that you've done business with. An average person will trust someone he or she has done business with. Have you done business with SWIFTtrip? Have you done business with the CEO? No. So how do you trust him? You can't trust him. Give SWIFTtrip the benefit of doubt. Then it is our duty to prove that doubt wrong. By doing what? Accomplishing the project that has been presented to you, that we have promised, by making you that Thessalonian that we have promised to make you, by elevating and changing your financial status, not just your financial status, but also the status of your family members. Give us the benefit of doubt. These are the services we are building. These are the services we are coming. Are these all the services? No. This is very small compared to what awaits us in the future. Compared to what is coming in the future. That is why I feel for those persons that are hearing about SWIFTtrip now. They are hearing about SWIFTtrip now and they are saying, now the same thing. It's another one. They have come again. I only feel for them. Is it their fault? No. But do not let the past, do not let the things that happened in the past to blind that person's eye. I won't say your eyes. People let the occurrence of the past to blind them from seeing what awaits them in the future. This is some of the mistake majority of the people make. Because of one ugly experience. you will then say no. Any other thing, any other opportunity that comes your way, you will push them aside. That is an error. And if you are here, you're that kind of person, please have a change of heart. Have a change of mindset. Those people we are seeing that are big, great today, if they are to tell you your story, you will know that you yourself, you've not even started. These are people that has lost money. Is that the end of the world? No. You fall to the ground, but do not let that ground, do not let your background put you on the ground. How does the CEO say that? Don't remain on the ground if you are fallen. Stand up and what? Pursue the next thing that awaits you, that is in front of you. Grab it with opportunity, grab it with everything that you have and run with it. You never know the one that will change your life. And you miss out on it, in the future, your children will ask you, Daddy, what happened? You say, my son, my daughter, I heard of it too, but I thought it's like the others. You will even start explaining to your children that there's one you did that spent that bond that you spent a lot of money. They will ask you, sir, Daddy, why didn't you try again? Why you no try again? Make sure that you never quit. You never quit. Let's look at the next slide. So for those of us that have heard of this today, you don't know what you have. And I will tell you, what you have is more than gold. What you have is more than gold. When the ambassadors of SWIFTtrip tells you that the value, what SWIFT is going to make you become, is more than what Bitcoin has made others. Yes. What you have is more valuable than Bitcoin. If only you can see it. If only you can see it. I tell you. Let's look at the next slide, which is asking us a question: has SWIFTtrip gone live? You want to know if we've launched this business. If you can patronize this company as we speak now, from all of the services. Maybe you said you want to book flight now because you saw we are doing aviation business, or aviation is one of the services we are rendering. You want to know if you can book for your flight. Now let's look at this. Has SWIFTtrip gone live? Can you patronize us now? No. SWIFTtrip has not gone live because we are the vision phase. SWIFTtrip has not gone live because we are calling for you. We are calling out for you listening to us today. Like minds, people that can see what we are showing to them even when we've not launched the business. People that are ready to be part of a system. These are the people we are looking out for. Let them come together, let us build this. Why? Because this is too big for the CEO. This is too big for one man. A global business. A business that will operate in all parts of the world. That is what we are building. The question I would want you to ask yourself is this: would you rather sit and not be part of SWIFTtrip, or would you want to be part of this global business? How will you feel if you go into this business and it didn't work? Or how do I put it? You go into this business, okay, you didn't go into this business and it worked. How will you feel? Maybe you went in, you did not go in because of one excuse or the other, saying that, oh, this, that has happened. Or maybe because you did not understand the business. And you said, no, I won't be part of it. And with your two eyes, you see the business work. With your two eyes, you see the airport. With your two eyes, you see the 20-story buildings erecting. The company is erecting in different parts of the world or more. How will you feel? It is better you join and it did not work than you not joining and it worked. Why? Because the pain will be so unbearable. It's something you will never forgive yourself. Just as how we have other people that missed out on businesses that would have changed their life are regretting today. So let us come together and build this. Wherever you are, come together. Let us build this business. Nigeria or non-Nigeria, let us build this. It is our own. We are coming to be a co-CEO of a global business. Now, what is SWIFTtrip subscription fee? How much will it take an individual to be part of this business? Let's look at it. With a token of $250, I call it a token because it is a token. With this $250, you can be an owner of a global business, an owner of an aviation business, an owner of an e-taxi business, and all the services that is in SWIFTtrip. With as little as $250. This $250 cannot even get you appliances in your home. Let us build this with this token now that is still at the vision phase. Now that it is still cheap. Now that it is still affordable. Let me tell you, people saw it when it was selling for a very minimal price. But it does not make sense to them. To them, they feel it's a scam. To them, they feel they want to take that little money from them. And they missed out on it. And today, they can no longer buy it. If you are here and you have the money, please venture into it. If you don't have the money, look for means to get the money and be part of it. Let's look at it. If maybe you have a child and the child is sick, you don't have the money, won't you go look for money? You will. Or your child is graduating, you don't have the money, won't you go look for money to maybe do whatever you want to do? You will. Some people will go as far as borrowing. Some people will go as far as going into that money, that place they are saving their money to get the money out from there. If you can do that for such scenarios, then you should do more for SWIFTtrip. Why? Because this is a life-changing business. This is a business that as you identify with it, say and wave goodbye to poverty from your lineage. Now, from this $250 you're paying, the company has what we call the project fee and advertisement fee. The project fee is going for how much? $150, and the advert fee is what? $100. $150 plus $100 is a total of $250, of which you cannot pay the difference. You cannot say, okay, you want to pay $150. No. $150 plus $100 you pay, it is a total of $250. I will explain this advertisement bonus as we proceed. Now, let's look at your global profit. By the time you pay this $250, which is less than $400,000 today, the company gives you an ownership percent. This ownership percent, it's what or you earn from this. You earn from every transaction, like I said earlier, according to your ownership percentage. And this ownership percentage is constant. It does not change. It is fixed. Even by the time it's selling for $200,000, when we must have launched the business, the same ownership percentage remains. Now, let us look at the next slide. Take note of this, your ownership percentage, because it's very, very paramount. Okay, let's look at the next slide because we'll be using it as well in most of our calculation. When will SWIFTtrip go live? The company is saying they've not launched the business. Now, when are they looking at launching this business? 5% is what the company is giving to everyone, every shareholder. And the company is not saying that we need to sell the whole of this 5% before we launch this business. No. The company says if we can sell 3% of this 5%, we will launch the business. And this is a milestone that has been set. It simply means every one of us can see this milestone. When are we going to consume the 3%? It is so glaring to us. For every shareholder, you log into your app, you will see the countdown. The nodes that has been activated and the number of nodes needed as people are joining your scene. Now, this is a milestone of 3% that has been shared. And this 3%, how many of these 0.0 in 5 places 125, which is your ownership percentage, how many of this unit is in 3%? It is 2,400,000 units. I will show it to you. Let's look at it. Remember, the minimum to sell, minimum volume to sell is 3%. Now, 3% divided by your ownership percentage is going to give us what? It's going to give us 2,400,000 units. It simply means in 3, we have 0.0 in 5 places 125 in 2.4 million places. And if we add it together, it will give us 3. That is what it means. That is what it means. All right. So let's look at the next slide. You can see that this business is a global business, just like I said. A business that will be launched in Nigeria, not just Nigeria, but also in the United Kingdom, of which we've already been registered in that United Kingdom. In 2 of the 4 countries that makes up the United Kingdom, England and in Wales. Let's see that. You can see the United Kingdom certificate. SWIFT has been registered in England and in Wales. England and Wales. 2 of the 4 countries that makes up the United Kingdom. Of course, we have the other 2, right? Now, you see the other certificate at the middle, which is the EFCC certificate, and also we have the CAC certificate in Nigeria here. It shows you that we have been certified. This is our certificate of incorporation, or these are our certificate of incorporation in Nigeria and in the United Kingdom. Let us come together and build this global business. Let's look at the next slide. What makes SWIFTtrip stand out from other companies? Yes, we know that the services, aviation, e-taxi, e-commerce, logistics, and hospitality. Before someone says I'm too fast. Aviation, e-taxi, e-commerce, logistics, and hospitality. These are the 5 services. Is there any of these 5 services that are new to us? No, they are not new. Right? So you're not asking, since we are not coming in with something new, why do we think people want to patronize SWIFTtrip and not patronize other companies that are also rendering these same services? First off, you should know that these 5 services are in one app. Very convenient for the users. They don't need to switch from one app to the other. You want to book for your flight, you look for this app, look for the other app for other services. No, 5 services in one app. 5 unique services in one app. And also with a community of 2,400,000 shareholders. Amazing. That tells you already that by the time we launch this business, we have this number of persons ready to patronize the company. And that is not it. That's not just it. We also have another uniqueness of SWIFTtrip that will make Mr. A want to patronize SWIFTtrip but not patronize the other company. And what is that? We are introducing this PYC. We stand for what? Pay your customers. We are the first company in Nigeria and outside Nigeria to introduce this PYC concept. This is a concept that is going to make us stand out, that is going to take us above every other companies that are rendering the same services as we. Yes. And that alone has taken competition, because we are not even coming to compete with anybody. Our uniqueness alone makes us stand out. All right. Let's look at how this PYC is going to work. We want to also assume a transaction happened. Whatever amount that person is paying, the company sees it as 100% as a customer. Okay. You're a customer, Mr. A. You patronize SWIFTtrip. This SWIFTtrip that you patronize, remember, SWIFTtrip is one of the service in SWIFTIFY Technologies. Let me take that again. SWIFTIFY Technologies is the name of the company. But SWIFTtrip is one of the services you are rendering. And what does it stand for? The e-taxi. Just like we have Uber, we have Bolt, we have SWIFTtrip, which falls under the e-taxi. Okay, so when I talk about the company, you know that I'm talking about SWIFTIFY Technologies. And when I'm talking about SWIFTtrip, I'm talking about one of the services we are rendering. Now, you booked SWIFTtrip and you paid a certain amount, which will be determined by the distance covered, okay? And that's whatever amount you're paying, we see it, we the company see it as 100%. Now, from this money you've paid, let's assume you paid 5,000 naira for the ride. From that 5,000 naira, it's 100%. 2% of that 5,000 naira goes back to that passenger who booked that ride. That is the PYC we are talking about. They pay your customer. That 2% is not money he or she will use for the next ride, or maybe for one thing or the other, for clinical, okay? It is money that he or she can withdraw. He or she can use to purchase, buy, whatever that money can afford. Yes. So 2% goes to the passenger who is the profit generator. Then 10% goes to SWIFTtrip, like SWIFTIFY Technologies, okay, which is the platform provider. That's the company. The company is a platform provider. 10% goes to the company. What is it used for? It's used for the launch of business in other parts of the world. Remember, it's a global business, okay? So this 10% will be used to, it will be used for global expansion. Now, 10% plus 2% is 12%, plus 80% that goes to the passenger. Sorry, that goes to the driver who rendered that service. 80%. This person is getting 80%, which is the bigger share of the percentage. Yes, because he or she will have to maintain his car, fuel his car, and do every other thing needed to make sure this car is in good condition. Okay, now 80% goes to the service provider. 80% plus 10%, that is 90%, plus 2%, that is 92%, plus 5% that goes to the shareholders, which is you and I. That is a total of how many percent? 97%. Then 3% is shared amongst the passengers referral and also the driver referral. Okay, so each of these referral gets 1.5% each accordingly from their first to fourth generation. Now let me explain that. The first generation of the passenger gets 1%, second generation 0.3%, just as you can see on the screen. Third and fourth generation 0.1% respectively. Add it up, it's a total of 1.5%. The same thing applies to the driver's customer referral, a total of 1.5%. Add it together is a 3%, plus 97%, that is 100%. So you can see how the e-taxi, you can see how the profit has been shared via the e-taxi. Just like you see here, SWIFTtrip e-taxi dynamic proposed profit share. Look at how it has been shared to every person. The same PYC we are talking about, the same PYC concept applies to all our services. The aviation, the e-commerce, the e-taxi, the logistic, and the hospitality. Okay? Look at it. The aviation, e-commerce, logistic, and hospitality. Now, quickly, we want to look at the brain behind SWIFTtrip. Seeing this, you will look at it, you will think he's a white man. No. He is a Nigerian. In person of who? Honorable Richard Nnadi. Honorable Richard Nnadi. He is the founder and the CEO and the vision bearer of SWIFTtrip in Nigeria. That's why we all that are Nigeria ought to be proud, because something massive is coming from Nigeria. Something massive is coming that will employ the entire citizen of every nation. Yes. By the time SWIFTtrip comes, anywhere we launch the business, we are employing the entire citizen of that country. So we are coming to employ everyone for them to work for us. And you said this opportunity is something you want to miss out on. Please do not miss out on it. It's coming from Nigeria. They doubted us. But then, we are proving them wrong. The only thing we can do is to prove our doubters wrong. Those persons that are Nigerians that are not even proud of being in Nigeria, soonest, they will be proud of being in Nigeria. So do not in any way look down on Nigerians. We are massively blessed. We just need to use what the Lord has blessed us with appropriately. That is all. There is nobody that is not blessed. Discover yours and use it the right way. Just like our CEO has used ease. He's using it to empower the world at large. We are happy to have you, sir, and we pray for God's blessing upon you continually and his wisdom upon you continually in Jesus' name. Amen. Now, what or how you profit as a subscriber in SWIFTtrip, you listening to me today, you want to know how much or how are you going to profit as a shareholder, as a subscriber in this business. And we are saying how you earn in the future. We want to look at how you earn in the future. Of course, it's in the future we're talking about. We've not launched the business now. So let's look at how you earn in the future when SWIFTtrip is launched. And a transaction from the e-taxi happened. And it's cost 8,000 naira or $10 in the United States for those of us watching or connecting from the United States. Now, you want to know how much you will earn from that one trip that took place. It's very simple. All you need to do is to multiply the cost of the trip times your constant ownership percentage. If you do that, what will you get? 0.0 in 3 places, 1 kobo. Just as you see 8,000 naira, if you're also with your calculator, you can do it. 8,000 naira times 0.0 in 5 places, 125. Don't forget to add your percentage. If you do that, you will get 0.0 in 3 places, 1 kobo. And you want to calculate for the dollar, $10 times 0.0 in 6 places, times 0.0 in 5 places, 125, you get 0.0 in 6 places, 125 cents. This is a massive profit. Somebody will say, I don't understand. I will get you arrested. You told me to come with my $250 and a transaction happened. You're showing me 0.0 in 6 places, 125 cents, or 0.0 in 3 places, 1 kobo as my profit. Sir, before you get me arrested, I want you to know this, that when we say SWIFTtrip is going to make you a decillonaire in dollars, it is this kobo, this cent, that will make you that. It is this cent and kobo that will make you a decillonaire in dollars, in pounds. Yes. Because we've come to realize that these services we are rendering are services that are not short of patronage. Look at it yourself. Look at it. The services are not short of patronage. And also coupled with the fact that it is a global business. A business that happens in other parts of the world. A business that gives you and I the privilege to sleep and earn. That is the business we are talking about. A business that by the time it begins to happen in volume, oh my God, your earning will just be coming in milliseconds. In milliseconds. That is a kind of system, a kind of business you should identify with. That is why I can boldly tell you that you have never done a business like SWIFTtrip. Congratulations to you listening to us today. Because we will be showing you right now how cent and kobo can become millions, billions, trillions, and decillions in dollars. Let us look at where we could be in 5 years. We are looking at 5 years, where we could be in 5 years. SWIFTtrip has launched business, for instance, and SWIFTtrip has been in operation for 5 good years. That is what our analysis is saying. We want to assume a worst case scenario of trips performed worldwide. Business did not go well in the space of these 5 years. We want to look at how many trips we must have turned over in the space of these 5 years, and we are saying it's 50 trillion trips. Remember, I said this is very small compared to what we must have performed in 5 years after the launch of business. The CEO said, give him 3 years. I almost said 3 months. 3 years. And you will see us performing 50 trillion trips right before our own eyes. And are we going to get sad? No, we will be happy. The quicker, the better. And you who is here saying it's not possible for us to perform 50 trillion trips in 5 years, you will see it with your own eyes. And you have no other option but to be joyous. Because like I said earlier on, the quicker the trips perform, the quicker the number of trips perform, the better for you and I. I will still help you. You think it's not possible in 5 years. What year do you think is possible? Extend it to whatever year that is convenient for you, sir. 30 years, 60 years for us to perform 50 trillion trip. Whatever year, we want to help you see it, to tell you that it is possible. Now, 50 trillion trip performed globally, worldwide. We are also saying this 50 trillion trip cost $10 or 8,000 naira. The same amount we use for per trip analysis. Now, how much will you have made out from this business? Very simple. Since per trip gave us 0.06 places 125 cents, and that's in dollars, and in naira, 8,000 naira gave us 0.03 places 1 kobo. It's very simple. How do you do that? Multiply just your profit in naira and in dollar times the number of trip performed, which is 50 trillion trip. 50 trillion is 50 and 12 zeros. If you do that, you will get $6.25 million or 5 billion naira respectively. From this is a person that wanted to arrest me. This is a person that was angry that I showed him or her 0.00 whatever. You can see the power of volume. This is from one service. We've not calculated for aviation, e-commerce, logistics or hospitality, but just one service is already making us a billionaire in dollars. And you say you don't want to be part of it. I will ask this question again. You not being part of it, and you see this come to reality. That person that told you about it, hold your hand and show you, sir, look at that business I showed you about, showing you the airport. How will you feel? Do you think you will forgive yourself easily? No. That is if you can even forgive yourself. Do not joke or miss out on SWIFTtrip. Don't joke with SWIFTtrip. Let's look at the next slide, which says subscriber asset growth. You can see how your asset has grown in the space of 5 years. It has yielded for you 6.25 million or 5 billion naira. What manpower cannot do, a system will do it as swift as possible. That is the power of system. SWIFTtrip will make you a decillionaire in dollars. I don't need you to believe that before it happens. It's a done deal already for everyone that has identified with SWIFTtrip. It's a done deal. It's something that will, if it does not happen in your time, in your children's time, it will happen. It must definitely happen. That's why we say your lineage is financially secured by the time you identify with SWIFTtrip. Don't miss it. Let's quickly look at how you earn it now. How you earn now that we've not launched the business. So for all of us that has gone to the future to see how we earn in the future, let us come back to reality and see how we earn now that we've not launched the business. Now we say we have a corporate global challenge. We have a corporate global challenge. The speed to our global success depends on the speed at which we collectively solve this global challenge. What does that tell you? It tells you that this is a business that needs collective effort, that needs everyone to work toward in order to achieve it. It's not a one-man business. It's not a business you will leave for only Dr. Tamke to be campaigning. It's not only a business. It's not a business you will leave for only Mr. Chukwuemeka or Madam Christie or one person or only the CEO. It is a collective effort that is needed. Now, let's also look at the next slide. What is the challenge? Remember I said the speed to our global success depends on the speed at which we collectively solve the challenge. What is the challenge? 2,400,000 node units is the challenge. Where do we get this 2,400,000 node units we are talking about? Remember I said we are launching this business at the sales of 3%. And how many units are there in that 3%? 2,400,000 node units. Where do we get them from? We tell you that as a shareholder, every time you solve a unit of this challenge we have, 2.4 million challenge, you get paid. You are not doing it for free. Every single time you solve a unit I mean a unit, 1 unit, you get paid. How do you solve the challenge is the question. It's very simple. Simply become an active campaigner, sell units of SWIFTtrip shares, and earn big from SWIFTtrip campaign pool fund. Earn big, earn massively from SWIFTtrip campaign pool fund. And what is the SWIFTtrip campaign pool fund? This is it on the screen. $238,867,800. That is what is available for every one of us, all the shareholders of SWIFTtrip. But it is only few that are capitalizing on this. It is only few that are willing to grab this and run with. Don't be like the rest that heard of this available for them and they decide to just sleep, to relax and wait for the launch of SWIFTtrip when others are doing the work. This is available for you and I. From your $250 you're paying, remember I said $150 is the project fee and $100 is the advertisement fee. So that's how we got this $100 times unsold unit. The units that are yet to be sold in SWIFTtrip gave us this figure. And that is what must be spent. It's a must in this campaign period. So you can see that even while you're registering in SWIFTtrip, you're already paying for this money. You're paying the advertisement fee already. It's not something you can negotiate. We say SWIFTtrip campaign pays. How you earn now from SWIFTtrip campaign sponsorship pool fund. We want to show to you. Remember, SWIFTtrip pays up to its 4th generation. I decide to share SWIFTtrip to someone as a new member. I told the person about SWIFTtrip and the person loved the idea. The person loved the idea of what SWIFTtrip is going to make him or her become tomorrow. And the person said, yes, I'm registering. The person pays $250. From that $250 that he or she pays, I earn $70 as what? Advertisement fee, campaign fee. The company tells me, thank you for that introduction because without you, we wouldn't have met this person. I get paid for that introduction. That's why we say every time you solve a unit of this challenge, you get paid. I've already solved 1 unit. Waiting to solve the next one. I tell another person, I get $70. It simply means from every person I help, from every unit I solve, I earn $70. And these people I told about SWIFTtrip, if they tell another person, they earn the $70 because they are the one that helped those people. Am I the one that helped the people? No. The next people? No. So indirectly, I get paid. How much? $15 from my 2nd generation. Then from my 3rd generation, it simply means if that my 2nd generation tells another person, they are in turn my 3rd generation. From my 3rd generation, I earn $10. From my 4th generation, I earn what? $5. Let's do the simple mathematics together. $70 plus $15, $85 plus $10, $95 plus $5, $100. That is the $100 that has been brought out for advertisement fee or for advertisement. So it does not matter where you advertise. Is it on social media, one-on-one campaign, in your church, anywhere, so long you're advertising and this advertisement or these people you're talking to, they are registering, you are earning. Is that all? No. We also have extra cash award. You told people you are actively campaigning about SWIFTtrip and you're able to talk to 50 persons. You're able to register 50 persons directly under you. Remember, from these 50 persons, you have earned $70 each from them. The company still calls you and says, Mr. Orinami, come, take this $50. This is to say thank you for having introduced these 50 persons to SWIFTtrip. We are appreciating you, and I will say thank you very much, sir. And this is just the beginning, because I am going out there to talk to more persons about SWIFTtrip. And I go out, I talk to more persons. I'm able to talk to I'm able to get 500 persons registered, or let's say 450 persons registered plus the 50 earlier on. That is a total of 500. The company calls me again and says, Mr. Orinami, come, take this $1,000 to say thank you, and I am considered what SWIFTtrip icon. I say thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, SWIFTIFY Technologies. I will do more. I go ahead and I talk to more persons about SWIFTtrip, and I'm able to register 5,000 persons directly under the company will appreciate me and say, Mr. Orinami, you are now the face of SWIFTtrip. Thank you for all you do for SWIFTtrip. Here is this $10,000. This is to say thank you for all you do for SWIFTtrip, and I will accept it wholeheartedly. I will say thank you very much, sir. I will do more. But that's where it ends. If I bring, oh my God, you can see what is awaiting you and I in this campaign phase. It simply tells you if you're serious with this campaign, you can make good money out of it. Even when the business is yet to launch. What are you waiting for? That is why I say, do not miss SWIFTtrip profit share offer for anything or any reason. Do not miss it because you do not understand it. Do not miss it because it does not make sense to you. Do not miss it because the CEO is in Nigeria. Do not miss it because to you think the milestone is too much. Do not miss it because someone is talking you out. Your mentor, your teacher, whomever is talking you out. Do not miss SWIFTtrip profit share offer for any reason. Thank you very much. And the next slide shows us how you subscribe now. How to subscribe. Simply make your payment of $250 to the company's account, which is SWIFTIFY Technologies LTD, FCMB, and pay to the company's account, which is 200-460-7389. And we beg you, do not make payment to someone else's account, your sponsor, your upline, the person that I told you about. Don't make payment to the account. Make sure you're making your payment to the company's account, okay? And you want to make your payment via USDT. Visit the company's website, which is www.seedinvest.swifttripcampaign.com. There you will get the wallet addresses, and then you can make your payment just by clicking the wallet address in front of whichever wallet you would want, okay? And we say once you've done that, you send your proof of payment to your sponsor. Who is your sponsor? That person that told you about SWIFTtrip is your sponsor. Send the proof of payment to that person. Also, your full name, your phone number, and your email. These are the details needed for your registration. Then the person will connect you or contact the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in that state. If there's no hub admin, the person will contact the international admin. This is the international admin's contact, which is 080-666-95332. Okay, that's the international admin's contact. And there will be no seminar on Saturday, but just for upper Saturday, you want to book your ticket for the seminar at the head office in River State, Port Harcourt. All you need to do is to send your name to this contact 0903-944-9537. Okay, invite them. Once you send your name to this contact, their ticket will be made and sent to you via WhatsApp. Please, ticket is free. No payment. Thank you very much. And let me quickly show you. You want to know how much $250 is today. Every time you want to make your payments, please always go to the website to confirm how much it is. The company has its conversion rate. Okay, so let's look at this. How much is it today? We simply visit the website, which is www.seedinvest.swifttripcampaign.com. All right. I'm going to the website right now. All right. So it's your first time to join us or to go to the website. Just read this disclaimer before you close it. All right. You can see how beautiful the website is. All right. So you can see this. We say node bot, available node. USD inflow. This is what you, wow, it has increased. This is what you make your payment with. As at yesterday, this is 1,537. And today is 1,542 naira. Okay, so you simply multiply 1,542 times $250. Let's do that together and see what we will get. Let's do 1,542 times $250. It's approximately 385,500 naira. Okay, so if you're making your payments today, you'll make your payment of 385,500 naira to the company's account, which is SWIFTIFY Technologies LTD. You can see the account number here, 200-460-7389. Just click on this box in front of it, then you've copied the account number. All right, so you see this other one we have here, USD outflow. This is what the company used to make to pay its shareholders advertisement bonus. Okay, you will introduce someone, the person registered, you want to withdraw your $70, you want to know how much it will be. Just multiply 1,524 times 70. Whatever it gives you, that's what you will get. Okay, so these are our other addresses. The USDT TRC20 wallet address, click this, you will copy it. All right, the BEP, click this. The BTC, click the box in front of it. All right, so this other slide, okay, this has been updated. This other slide shows us the project that is ongoing now. We say breathe life into Swift Homes. Of course, it's not a new thing that we've secured our land here in River State worth 900 million naira, and we are looking at building a 20-story building there, which is the hospitality aspect. Okay, when we talk about hospitality, I said earlier on hotel. So we are building our hotel, 20-story building there. So we say we should breathe life into Swift Homes. Okay, you have 2 billion naira. Give it to the company, and the company, the CEO is telling you that your generation will be wealthy. It's going to make them billionaires. You have the 2 billion out there as a shareholder or as an investor. Please bring the 2 billion naira. Even if you don't want to pay it to the company's account, you can have it in your account and then support the project with it. Okay, now your unit, your nuclear family are guaranteed with extra units. You yourself will be given 10 extra units. Your extended family will be given extra units. You can see what the CEO is doing. Whose mic is on? So you have this money, please, yes? Please, whose mic is, please, oh God. Please, the time for question, it's not time for question yet. Let me finish my presentation. Do we have all admins? We have admins in the house, please. We are supposed to mute the mic. When the time for question comes, we will attend to you. Just cut the presentation. All right, so we say breathe life into Swift Homes. Now, that being said, the shareholders, if you're a shareholder in the house today, we say support as well. Shareholders privilege till August 31st. Buy up to 10 extra units, okay? I don't know if I mentioned that earlier on in the presentation. We've given privilege to shareholders to buy extra units in SWIFTtrip, okay, up to 10 units, selling at what rate? $150. And also you can invest in still Swift Homes still. If you invest 1 million to 9 million, you get 25% ROI in 3 months. And if you're giving from 10 million upward, you're getting 35% ROI in 3 months. Okay, so this is what is available for every one of us here in the meeting today. And remember, this offer lasts till August 31st. We have, today is Thursday, we have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 3 days to go. Do not miss out on this opportunity that waits. So you want to participate in the Swift Home, participate in Swift Home 20-story loan program. You want to see how the MOU looks like, the template of the MOU. Click on this and you download the MOU. Now, to prepare your MOU, request your form via the international admin. I just showed you the international admin's contact, 080-666-95332. So learn more about our loan program by watching this video. Okay, these are AI generated videos, so watch it and it will guide you on how the loan program works. Then this is our CEO addressing us from the land secured, okay? Addressing the shareholders of SWIFTtrip. Then these other two videos will also give you better understanding of SWIFTtrip. All right, so this slide tells us or reminds us of our meeting here on Telegram, 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. daily. Daily, we are always live 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. daily. So make sure you are not coming alone. Come with your friends, come with your prospects, and we will help them. We will help you orient them on what SWIFTtrip entails. Thank you very much, and you can also go to the website to get more details or any other thing you want to know about SWIFTtrip from the website. And if you have any question, you can reach out to your hub admin or the company's admin. Okay, so that is that. I've already explained this. So amazing. It's time for question, and I want to say, first off, I want to say thank you to everyone that has stayed till this time. I've spent 10 minutes extra. I was supposed to end this presentation by 11 o'clock. So God will help us. All right, so it's time for question, and I think Mr. Crayon earlier on, I hope I pronounced that name, Mr. Cash, you raised your hands, and I've unmuted your mic now. This is time for question. And if you have a question, all you just need to do is to click the middle button, the unmute button, and your mic will be unmuted, or your hand will be raised, then your mic will be unmuted. Okay? So, Mr. Crayon, you wanted to ask your question earlier on. If you're speaking now, we can't hear you. Click on the middle button to speak. And while we are waiting for you, okay? Whose mic is on? Mr. Crayon, are you the one speaking? All right, please speak. Good morning, sir. Where are you connecting us from? All right. Is it your first time of connecting with us this morning? Okay. So you have a question, right?
To make the CEO's appeal.
All right, please bring it on.
Like I said, since August 15th, we've been consistent with the appeal to the shareholders of SWIFTtrip. says, I doubt his vision. And then he said, this is a work of God as well, and a work for our generations. Support me. Please, able shareholders of SWIFTtrip. As a matter of fact, I am lying down on the ground to say, support your CEO. All right. Thank you, able shareholders of SWIFTtrip. I am Honorable Richard Tenadi, the founder and the CEO of SWIFTtrip. And this is August 25th, and I'm here to make the CEO's appeal again. Like I said, since August 15th, we've been consistent with the appeal to the shareholders of SWIFTtrip. But I want to draw your attention to what some persons are saying, and I'm just reading exactly from a chat which I got from a shareholder. And there's a reason why I'm doing this for us, and after reading I would maybe expound shade on this. This person was told to be part of SWIFTtrip, and he says, I know him already online before. Okay, he says, I know him online already before you even introduced him to me. That is to say, what we have been sharing, a lot of persons, it's getting to them. So he says, but I doubt his vision. He says, building 20-story building in Port Harcourt is not realistic. Besides, he is saying online 100% in 5 months. I come again. Building 20-story building in Port Harcourt is not realistic. Besides, he is saying online that he will pay, I'm putting that he will pay back 100% in 5 months to the billionaire who gives to us 2 billion naira. I am adding this already on the screen. You can see his exact chart. So I added that 2 billion so that those who are watching this for the first time will remember, or can go back to our social media platforms and do research on when I made that exact statement. And he says, what does he invest to give him back the money? Now you understand, shareholders, that this is a person who hasn't understand what we're doing. They don't understand that we are building this 20-story building because it is part of the vision. It is not just something we've said we want to come do. It is the hospitality side of SWIFTtrip, which is called Swift Homes. Then, building that would as well encourage the persons who are observing if we are scammers or not. When they see what a scammer can't do, they would rush in massive number. And I tell you the fact, in the space of 5 months, 50,000 units of SWIFTtrip shares by that project ongoing, it's going to be something like, we call it an underestimation towards what we would have done in the space of 5 months, what we would have sold out. So this person don't even understand how money would come in from the subscription of the intending co-founders in order to build what we intend to build. Remember, without this loan, we can continue campaigning little by little, and people will still bring in that funds, but it's going to take us a long time. So this is a quantum leap which many do not understand. Now, why did I read this to us? He says, I doubt his vision. And then he said, building a 20-story building in Port Harcourt, in Dubai, in UK, in the United States of America, he says it is impossible. I am adding those in case you don't know that this thing we're building here is the least to what we will build in other nations. Now, shareholders of SWIFTtrip, you are observing too. Do you know we said 1 million naira minimum at July? We had much more response. So when shareholders have said it is too high, Now it was brought down. August 1st till August 25th, brothers and sisters, we are still struggling to exceed beyond 10 MOUs. That is 10 investors. What is coming in 300,000, 600,000, 500,000, 1 million? Shareholders of SWIFTtrip. If the people who have said it is impossible, we do not believe his vision, what about you? Remember, we don't need anybody outside our fold to build this 20-story building. This fund, this 2 billion we're asking for, we don't need an outsider to give it to us. You that has believed in this vision, that has given me the benefit of doubt, put body. Let's make this thing happen. The naysayers are out there saying it's not going to be possible. Don't make their talk or their expectation or their watching, yes, their expectation, don't let it become a reality. It is we that will do this thing and prove them wrong. I am calling out on the shareholders of SWIFTtrip. Support this project. As a matter of fact, the 300,000 naira investment is over. 1 million naira minimum towards this project. This is not a rice and beans or crayfish thing we are doing here. The money is not there, I know for sure. But we can put ourselves to it in any way and make this thing happen. When I say in any way, please, I mean in legal ways. Once there is the will, we will find the way. And to everyone who has invested above 1 million naira before today, at the returning of your funds, that is the capital or the supporting fund and the compensation, which is today 25%, to 9 million naira, 25%. 10 million naira above, 35%. At the time we are paying back, I, Honorable Richards, am going to give to every shareholder who has supported this 1 co-ownership slot, an extra unit for everyone that has performed above above 1 million naira before now. So this is not to those who have done 300, 600, 900,000 naira. I am talking of 1 million and above, and any other funds coming in from now. 1 million naira above, 1 million naira above. You don't have the 1 million naira, please just relax, or you can as well just source for funds. Let's do this thing, my people. Let's do it. I am calling out to the able shareholders. I know that with God by our side, we can do it. If every shareholder of SWIFTtrip arise, this thing is nothing for us. Please, my people, I am kneeling down to beg us. This one, it's an appeal. Please, my able shareholders, wherever you are watching this, and if you are not yet a shareholder of SWIFTtrip, but this thing touches you, it drives you towards greatness, I'm calling you, support me. Everything is not scam. I know for sure that we have passed through a lot of things. So even if those who are not yet in are looking at it like a scam because they have not understood this structure, support me. You have gone to churches where you donated 2 million naira, 5 million naira, says the work of God. This is a work of God as well, and a work for our generations. Support me. Please, able shareholders of SWIFTtrip. As a matter of fact, I am lying down on the ground to say, support your CEO. I need this support. Thank you so much, able shareholders. There are many that will still see this video and still say he's a scammer. There is nothing anyone can do to please everybody. But to those that God laid this in their hearts to make this 20-story building a reality, support me. I am not looking for the 10 billion here. All I need is a supercharging fund, 2 billion naira. And this thing is a done deal. We know what we've been building since 2021. Coming up here, the observers of SWIFTtrip, I tell you, they're in tens of millions. Starting up something that will make everybody to know that this one no be scam. A scammer cannot do this kind of thing. Only the tearing of our foundation. Oh my God. The billionaire out there, support SWIFTtrip project. You and your generations, I, Honorable Richards, I will make you a decillionaire in dollars. For those who missed those videos, I will say it again. You have the 2 billion I am calling out for. I said don't transfer it to the company account. Keep it in your account. Just identify with us. Say, I am ready to work. I am ready to push this thing with you. The company that will be the contractors, which I say they will be from the United States. You get the account details. You will be in the meeting. You will converse with them. You get the account details. You make the payment. The cement, the rods, the what's the name? The tractors, whatever is needed. Account details is what you pay to. I don't need that money in my account. For the billionaire that would say, are you sure it's not a scam? All I need is that cooperation. Help us. And when we accomplish this, you will understand that all that we need is idea. If I tell you that 2 billion naira will be given to you 100% in 5 months, I am not making that statement because I just appeared. We have been here laying a foundation that is about to burst. Take this opportunity. Take this opportunity. Oh my God. Able shareholders of SWIFTtrip. If every other person doubts it, I beg you, don't doubt it. Support me. You've believed in this vision. Even if it was years back that you came in, you believed in it. There is something that made you to pay that money as a co-founder. This is the time for a turning point in SWIFTtrip. Help me to help you. I am fighting this fight for you. You think it's not just because of me. Your generation will call you blessed. Your generation will be glad that you are part of this process. You helped me today. I will help you. And I will not just help you, I will help your children's children's children. We will be long gone, but yet the impact, the legacy we build, we continue to build men until the coming of Christ. I love you all.